Hello everybody, my name's Savannah and welcome back to my channel. So I know I haven't posted a video in a long time. That is because I keep filming videos and then I guess I feel like they're not good enough to post. So that's why you haven't gotten a video in like 2 weeks or 1 week. This will be the second week. So anyway, I just want to let you guys know that I won't be doing an August wrap-up and September TBR just because I have a lot of books to show you and I'd rather just show them all to you at the end of the year when I do my yearly wrap-up. So that is why you won't be getting an August wrap-up. And besides, it's like really late in the month already and the TBR would just not go with what I really want to read this month because I've already read like a few books. So I read at least 20 books in August, maybe more. The reason being is just because I finished all of the Nancy Drew books that are sitting on my shelf. So those counted for a lot. Today's video is going to be my favorite scenes in books. These aren't necessarily my favorite books of all times. I actually haven't included like my top favorites in this, although many of these are like my favorites in general, but not my top ones. These will just be scenes that I really like. There will be spoilers in them, so if you haven't read these books, then you should probably not listen while I am holding up the book. I will continually hold up the book while I'm filming the certain portion where it's being spoiled, so as soon as I put the book down you can unmute and you can see what my favorite scenes are for another book. However, if you don't care to be spoiled, like my friends who will probably never read these books, feel free to just listen because these are some really good scenes. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first book I have to show you is The One by Kiera Cass. I love this book so much, and there was this scene in here where Maxon and America are talking and Maxon says something that is just my favorite part of like the whole book, and it's this quote. I have it hung up on my closet, and that is, "Break my heart, break it 1,000 times if you like. It was only I can't talk. It was only ever yours to break anyway." So I just love that because it just shows Maxon's love towards America. And they're my number one OTP, so I just love that moment. The next book I have to show you is a classic. And you're probably not going to be surprised by this, and that is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's not necessarily like the old classics, but these books are pretty much classics, like modern classics. I know the oxymoron there. But this is my favorite book out of the Harry Potter series, and I love these books so much, so of course I had to include a book from that series. And I can't necessarily find my favorite part in this, but I think it's where Hermione has like fallen asleep on her work because she's taking like all the classes and she's like super tired, and Harry like wakes her up and is like, I forget what he says, but she like snaps at him, and I just think that it just shows how dedicated Hermione is to her work, and that inspires me to work harder at my work. I hope this favorite scene doesn't make me a bad person because I like when people are unhappy, but that's not the point of this. So that is another favorite scene of this book. Next, I have a book that I will actually read to you like my favorite line / part. That book is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Now, I love this book so much. I think I like Crooked Kingdom better though, just a little bit, because if you've been watching my channel, you know why. Somebody's in there that you really like. Okay, so I'll just read you the line now. Have a little tabby thing here. Okay, so it says, I'm going to get my money, Kaz vowed, and I'm going to get my girl. That line, it just destroyed me so much. I love when he says that, I'm gonna get my girl. I was feeling all the feels right there. I love that line so much, but there's a little more to it. Inez could never be his, not really, but he would find a way to give her the freedom he promised her so long ago. That scene is just so sweet to me, and like Kaz, who's this tough character, and he doesn't let a lot of feelings show. I just think that was his moment to say that he was a good person in some ways. But I love that scene so much. And the last book is, yes, I know, I've only included 4 books in this video, but I am having a blank on like a ton of favorite scenes in my books, so I'm just going to go with 4 today. But this scene has to be my favorite in all time. Like, out of all my books, this is my favorite scene, and it just makes me happy every time I read it. And I know it's not my favorite book, but I just love this scene so much. So that book is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. Favorite scene of all time, guys. So I'll just read it to you if you like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna read like a page, but it's not really a full page. So just listen, you'll see. "And your country?" I asked. "What has my country ever done for me, little girl? No land, no life, just a uniform and a gun. Doesn't matter if it's the Darkling on the throne or some useless Lantsov. I saw the prince when I was in Alta, said Ekaterina, he's not bad looking." "Not bad looking," said another voice. "He's damnably handsome." Luchenko scowled. "Since when? Brave in battle, smart as a whip." Now the voice seemed to be coming from above us. Luchenko craned his neck, peering into the trees. "An excellent dancer," said the voice. "Oh, and an even better shot." Who? Luchenko never got to finish. A blast rang out, and a tiny black hole appeared between his eyes. I gasped. Don't say it," muttered Mal. Then chaos erupted. If you do not know who, like, this was about, it was about Nikolai Lantsov, the king of Ravka, or he's supposed to be the king after his parents, like, go away or something. And that was him talking from above. I'm so sorry, my camera just died, and it just like cut off mid-sentence, so it's a different day, and today is Friday. That's when I've been editing this video, and I realized the thing just cut out what I was saying about this. So I'll try to tell you where I left off. And sorry, I have gum in my mouth and this big piece, so I'm like chewing it and talking at the same time, and that's hard. So I'll put it under my tongue and then I'll tell you. This feels weird. But basically Nikolai was saying how good he was at like dancing and shooting. And then there's this quote. You hear Alina, the main character, who's like the eye person in there. She's about to say impossible. But Nikolai always says, when most people say impossible, they usually mean improbable. And that was like Mal was saying, don't say it. Nikolai just cracks me up during this scene and is my favorite part. So there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry again about the change in scenery and appearance. But I hope you enjoyed this video overall. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!